Good morning and welcome to everyone joining us for today's preview. It's bright and early. We're racing at Greyville today on the Polly Track, an 8-race program. Let's get straight into the bar pot and the place accumulator, and then I have a best and a value bet for you at the end. As far as the bar pot goes, we'll commence with numbers 2 and 3 in the opening leg. Second leg, banker number 3, followed by numbers 3 and 5. The next race, numbers 1, 3, and 4. Penultimate leg, 3 and 4, and then ending off the bar pot, numbers 4, 6, and 8. Hopefully we'll come through the bar pot. The show is recorded early this morning, so take note of any additional scratchings or horses who have found good support in the market. So the place accumulator, we banker number 3 in the opening leg of the place accumulator. Second leg, numbers 3 and 5. Followed by numbers 1 and 4. Next leg, numbers 3 and 4. Next race, horses 4 and 8. Followed by numbers 3 and 5. And then ending off the place accumulator, numbers 7 and 8. So for those guys who enjoy the exotic bets, a bar pot and a place accumulator, take note of any scratchings as we mentioned. Throw in 1 or 2 of your roughies into the perm, mix and match, and hopefully the puzzle comes together and you get either the bar pot or the place accumulator. Now when it comes down to the best and the value bet on the card, the best bet's going to come up in race number 2 over 1800 meters. It's a qualified maiden plate, and in this field, number 3 Player should be very, very difficult to beat. He's a 4-year-old son of Toreador from the raiding Candice Dawson stable. They brought up a few runners to KZN. Now look at this horse, Player. Started off over 1400 meters, which indicates that a horse who's looking for a trip. So they weren't going to go 1000 or 1200 first time out. They went straight into the 1400 meters, being out of a dynasty individual. So number 3 Player certainly has the scope for improvement. They then went the 1450, 1600 at the third attempt, when leading for a long way and then just giving in late on. Last time out, they dropped this individual to a 1200 meter sprint and ran in a merit-rated 66 handicap. So it took on winners. So last time out was backed off the boards, 14-1, down 9-2. So quite a little bit of support there for Player, taking on winners. Although it wasn't a very strong field, being a merit-rated 66 handicap, the fact that they took on winners and they backed Player suggests a horse who's showing good ability. Looking at the 1800 meter trip and the field that Player is taking on, should be a cut above this field and come home into the number 1 box. So race 2, number 3 Player, Keegan DeMello in terrific form, and from a perfect draw, everything should fall into place. Now the chosen value bet on the card is race 5, number 4. Race 5, number 4, Preemptive Strike. Now when you look at Preemptive Strike, let's have a look-see here. He's the son of Twice Over. He's out of the Oratorio mare, Orator's Daughter. And Preemptive Strike, it's been 564 days since this one last got into the winner's enclosure. You would have noticed the last few runs over a little bit of a trip. They went the 1400, the 1750, and the 1600. They took the blinkers off. The blinkers go back on. And look at this horse's merit rating. Come down to a 67. Gets 2.5 kgs off for the apprentice at this stage. Hasn't won on the Polly yet, but has had 6 runs for 2 seconds on the surface. So I think this is a horse who's going to be a big player. Only victory did come over this distance. So a horse that they have tried over a bit further recently, but coming back to the winning recipe, and the money has come from 12-1 in the anti-post, has come into single figures, but still at a backable price. So this will be the value bet on the day. Race 5, number 4, Preemptive Strike. And if things work out for this individual, might be able to be the value and come into the winner's enclosure on the day. So have a top day's racing with your winning team, Marshall's World of Sport, and we'll catch you soon.